Video Phantom! Scary stories!
Before we begin, please make sure you visit our Video Phantoms website every day and check out all of the new content and cool stuff we have for you over there. Also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss whenever we upload next. With that being said, let's grab your popcorn and enjoy the video.
I had just finished my day at work and returned home, looking forward to a quiet evening alone. As I walked up to my front door, I noticed a small package lying on the welcome mat. Curiosity piqued. I examined it, but there was no return address. The package was wrapped in brown paper and sealed with a strange symbol, as if made from dried blood. A shiver ran down my spine as I picked it up, the weight of the unknown sender's intentions resting in my hands. I took the package into my garage, feeling an odd mix of apprehension and excitement. I had always been drawn to mysterious and enigmatic things, and this box seemed to promise just that. As I set it on the workbench, I carefully used a knife to cut through the seal. The scent of something ancient and otherworldly wafted into the air, and my heart raced with anticipation. Inside the box, there were several VHS videotapes, each one labeled with a number from 1 to 5. The tapes themselves looked old, their labels faded and worn. It was as if they had been forgotten, gathering dust in some long abandoned corner of the world. But now, they had found their way to me, their secrets waiting to be unveiled. I hesitated for a moment, wondering whether I should play them or discard them altogether. But curiosity gnawed at me, pushing me toward the ancient technology. With trembling hands, I dusted off the old VCR player and connected it to the television in the living room. I inserted the first tape and pressed play. The screen flickered to life, and the room was bathed in an eerie glow. The first tape began with a grainy image of an old house, nestled in a dense forest. The camera moved through the rooms, capturing scenes of people engaged in strange rituals and unspeakable acts. The air grew colder as I watched, and a chill ran down my spine. But it wasn't until the tape ended that the true horror began. The moment the screen turned black, the lights in my house flickered and died. Panic surged through my veins as I stumbled around in the darkness, searching for a flashlight. When I finally found one, its weak beam illuminated a scene of chaos. Furniture had been upturned, pictures ripped from the walls, and objects scattered across the floor. As days turned into weeks, the demonic activity intensified. Whispering voices echoed through the hallways, even when I was alone. Shadows danced on the walls, taking on twisted forms that sent shivers down my spine. Nightmares plagued my sleep, visions of dark figures hovering over my bed, their eyes filled with malevolence. Desperate for answers, I turned to the remaining tapes, hoping to uncover the truth and find a way to break the curse that had befallen me. Each tape delved deeper into the darkness, revealing clues and hints that seemed to taunt me with their elusiveness. The second tape showed a ritual involving a strange amulet, its shape reminiscent of the seal on the box. The third tape led me to a long-abandoned church, where an ancient book held incantations that promised both salvation and damnation. As I followed the trail left by the tapes, I began to piece together a horrifying truth. The sender of the package was no mere mortal, but a practitioner of dark magic. As the darkness receded, a sense of relief washed over me. I believed I had finally broken the curse, but there was one piece of the puzzle that remained. I needed to uncover the identity of the mysterious sender, the one who had orchestrated this diabolical scheme. The final tape held the key. It revealed a hooded figure performing the rituals seen in the previous videos, but this time, their face was hidden from view. However, a small clue caught my attention. A distinctive ring adorned their finger, bearing a unique symbol. Driven by determination, I delved into research, poring over ancient texts and obscure occult knowledge. Days turned into nights as I pieced together the symbol's origins, a mark associated with a secret society known as the Caelum Lucis, the Keepers of Light. Legends spoke of their pursuit of forbidden knowledge, their insatiable desire to harness the powers of the dark arts. With newfound purpose, I set out on a quest to track down the Caelum Lucis and confront them face to face. Every lead, every clue, brought me closer to their hidden lair, an abandoned mansion deep within the heart of the forest. Chapter 6. Confronting the Keepers. Armed with a mixture of anticipation and apprehension, I approached the dilapidated mansion. Its once grand facade now bore the scars of time and neglect. But within those decaying walls lay the answers I sought, the identity of the sender and the means to sever the lingering ties of the curse. The mansion creaked with the weight of its secrets as I cautiously made my way through the labyrinthine corridors. Whispers brushed against my ears, chilling me to the bone. It was as if the house itself whispered warnings, cautioning me to turn back before it was too late. But I pressed on, driven by a determination fueled by a desire for liberation. I reached a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with forbidden symbols and arcane artifacts. And there, in the center of the room, stood the hooded figure, the orchestrator of my torment. With a voice quivering with resolve, I demanded answers. The figure turned slowly, their eyes burning with a malevolence that sent shivers down my spine. They revealed themselves to be the leader of the Caelum Lucis, their thirst for power having led them down a path of darkness. A battle of wills ensued as I confronted the leader of the Caelum Lucis. They reveled in their manipulation of forces beyond mortal comprehension, their ego blinding them to the consequences of their actions. But I too had been touched by the darkness and emerged with a newfound strength. In the final confrontation, I invoked the ancient protections I had learned, channeling my anger and determination to break the hold the leader had over me. The leader fought back with all the power they had amassed, unleashing a torrent of demonic energy upon me. But I was ready. I had learned the incantations and protections that were needed to banish such powers. I called upon the powers of light and protection, and I felt my own energy surge in response. The air crackled with power, and with a final shout, I released a powerful blast of energy that shattered the leader's hold on me. The leader howled in fury, their power stripped away as they were cast into the shadows, their fate uncertain. As for me, I felt the weight of the curse lift from me, a sense of liberation and freedom unlike anything I had ever felt before. Chapter 8. Moving Forward. The weeks that followed were filled with a sense of newfound purpose and direction. The curse had been lifted, and the shadow that had once hung over my life had been lifted. But I couldn't forget what I had learned. I had glimpsed the dark powers that lay hidden in the shadows, and I knew that they would always be there, lurking, waiting for the unwary to fall into their grasp. But I had also learned that there was a light that shone in the darkness, a power that could overcome even the most insidious curses. I had learned the importance of vigilance, of always being aware of the powers that lay hidden beneath the surface of everyday life. And so, I moved forward, wiser and stronger than before. I kept the ancient book close at hand, always ready to consult its wisdom when needed. And I vowed to use my newfound knowledge to help others, to be a beacon of light in the darkness, and to use my experiences to make the world a better place. Chapter 9. The Tides of Tragedy. In the aftermath of my confrontation with the leader of the Caelum Lucis, I believed I had triumphed over the forces of darkness. But little did I know that the shadows had left their mark, and the true tragedy was yet to unfold. As days turned into weeks, a sense of unease settled upon me. Strange occurrences began to plague my life once again, though different from the demonic activities I had previously experienced. It started with a series of misfortunes, a sudden loss of my job, the disintegration of meaningful relationships, and an unexplained decline in my physical and mental well-being. I returned to the tapes, hoping to find a clue, a glimmer of insight that would shed light on this new wave of affliction. However, as I revisited the videos, I realized that they were not the solution I had hoped for. Instead, they seemed to be the catalyst for a never-ending cycle of torment, a twisted game orchestrated by the very forces I had thought to overcome. Each time I watched the tapes, the malevolent energies grew stronger, seeping into the very fabric of my existence. The once familiar whispers became deafening, tormenting me day and night. The shadows, once banished, crept back into my life, obscuring my path with their dark tendrils. Desperation consumed me as I sought a way out of this spiraling tragedy. But the more I resisted, the more the darkness tightened its grip, suffocating my hopes and dreams. In the depths of my despair, a sinister realization dawned upon me. I had become entangled in a web of fate that was inescapable. The curse had become a part of me, permeating my very essence. The tapes were not clues to salvation, but instruments of my own undoing, luring me deeper into a realm of eternal suffering. The weight of the curse grew unbearable, crushing my spirit and draining my will to fight. I was left with no choice but to confront the bitter truth. I was trapped, a vessel for the darkness that had plagued me since the arrival of that fateful package. As I gazed into the mirror, the reflection staring back at me was a mere shadow of my former self. Hollow eyes, etched with pain and sorrow, reflected a soul consumed by the depths of despair. It was then that I made a decision, one that would end the cycle of suffering, but at a terrible cost. With a heavy heart, I returned to the place where it all began, the garage. I gathered the tapes, each one a conduit for the malevolence that had ravaged my life. The memories etched in those flickering images held the key to my liberation, albeit in a way I had never anticipated. In a final act of defiance, I lit a pyre, the flames dancing hungrily, waiting to devour the cursed relics. As I placed each tape into the inferno, I felt a surge of both relief and despair. The flames consumed not only the physical tapes, but also the remnants of my shattered existence. But the darkness, relentless and insatiable, resisted my efforts. It clung to my soul, refusing to release its grip, as if mocking my feeble attempt at redemption. I realized then that true freedom could only be found in the embrace of oblivion. As I stood at the precipice of my final decision, a sense of calm washed over me. I had accepted my fate, acknowledging that the only way to sever the ties that bound me to the darkness was to surrender myself completely. With a steady resolve, I stepped forward, willingly surrendering to the consuming depths. The darkness welcomed me, wrapping its tendrils around my being, merging with my essence. I became one with the very malevolence that had plagued me, my existence forever entwined with the shadows. In the abyss, time lost its meaning. I traversed realms that defied comprehension, my consciousness drifting through a labyrinth of endless torment. I encountered lost souls trapped in their own cycles of anguish, their eyes hollow and devoid of hope. But amidst the desolation, a flicker of clarity emerged. I realized that my sacrifice had not been in vain. In embracing the darkness, I had become an embodiment of its power, a beacon of warning for those who dared to tread a similar path. As the cycles of time continued to turn, whispers of my tragic tale echoed through the ages. The legend of the man who fell victim to the cursed tapes spread, a cautionary tale passed down from generation to generation. It served as a stark reminder of the consequences of meddling with forces beyond mortal understanding. The package, once forgotten, became a relic of dread, a symbol of the horrors that lurked beneath the surface of reality. It was said that those who stumbled upon it would experience the echoes of my tragedy, their lives forever haunted by the malevolence unleashed by the tapes. The manor where the Caelum Lucis had dwelled stood as a silent testament to their maleficence. The grand halls, now dilapidated and crumbling, whispered tales of ancient rituals and unspeakable acts committed in the pursuit of power. The manor became a place of pilgrimage for those who sought forbidden knowledge, but few emerged unscathed from its tainted embrace. And I, the tormented soul lost in the abyss, remained a specter of caution, a phantom that appeared to those who dared to delve too deeply into the mysteries of the occult. My purpose became intertwined with the very fabric of the supernatural, forever guiding lost souls away from the path that led to their destruction. The tale of the man who received the cursed tapes became a legend that transcended time and space. From the shadows, I watched as the world evolved, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, the birth of new technologies, and the endless quest for forbidden knowledge. But even in the face of progress, the allure of the unknown remained. And so, the legend endured, its lessons etched into the collective consciousness of humanity. The story served as a reminder that some secrets were never meant to be unveiled, and that the pursuit of power could ultimately lead to one's own downfall. In the annals of history, my name faded into obscurity, my identity forgotten. But my tragic tale lived on, an eternal warning etched into the very fabric of existence. And as long as there were those who sought to unravel the mysteries of the universe, the echoes of my story would continue to reverberate, reminding them of the unseen terrors that lurked within the shadows.
Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy Quan318. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to grow. And guys, if you really enjoyed the video, please give it a share on social media, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you guys be hanging out at the most. It really helped, and I appreciate it, guys. Also, my goal is to reach at least 1 million loyal subscribers over the next 5 years. Guys, I'm going to give it everything I got and go hard as I can. And hopefully it pays off for me, guys. And y'all going to be a big part of that. And as I grow, you guys will be rewarded for a lot of stuff for helping me participating. And as just a token of my appreciation, guys, it's the least I can do. Also, guys, make sure you go down in the video description and click the links. Visit all my websites. I put hella work into these websites, man. Getting them built up, jam-packed with content just for you guys. You know, we got videos. We got the hottest trending offers online. I'm talking about everything, guys. Everything from education, teaching you how to make $1,000 a day online. Like, man, guys, everything that you can think of is on there. So, guys, make sure you go over there, check it out. Click links, watch videos, do your thing, man. I really want you guys to enjoy. I worked hard on it, and I want you guys to really enjoy it, man. So, yeah. Also, guys, while you're down there in the description, make sure you go and check out my other channels. I got links to all of them down below. I worked hard on these channels, guys. I worked hard on my websites. I worked hard on everything for you guys. Make sure you join my Facebook groups. I got Facebook groups set up for every channel that I got, guys. I'm trying to go global, man. You feel me? It's the family, man. This Rich Founders, man. I want y'all to be part of Rich Founders. Y'all part of the family, man. This a mafia, you feel me? Going worldwide with this shit. But anyway, man, love you guys. Y'all be blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.